back again, guys. It is Taking the Mikel, Chris McCarty, John Obi Mikel. John, it's another weekend and another victory for your beloved Chelsea. First and foremost, you've been celebrating all weekend, right? A little worse for wear today because Chelsea won 3-0.
Of course, yeah. We've been celebrating. Obviously, we're doing well, we're winning games, and that's exactly what we all want. And it's been a good weekend.
It has been a good weekend. Yeah. Got to talk Chelsea. 3-0 at West Ham. Last week you talked about West Ham back in the day, Upton Park.
Yeah.
Tough place to go. It was pretty straightforward for Chelsea.
It was. I thought West Ham were really, really poor, to be honest. But take nothing away from us. We went in there and we did the business. We did the job. It doesn't matter how poor the opponent is. You still have to perform. You still have to make sure you win the game. And that's exactly what we did. I thought we played really well. The team played absolutely, fantastic football. And it's so refreshing to watch, the way we play nowadays, I know a couple of seasons ago, people was like, oh, we're boring, we're very pragmatic, we don't express. But now when you watch us play, when you watch the team play, it's very entertaining. There's so much quality in the team, and that's what you want to see.
I know your phone was lighting up on Saturday, John. I was on the OB One Podcast socials, and listen, a lot of fun with this, but let's go there. You've been critical of this fella, constructive criticism, I think. 2 goals and an assist.
Yeah.
He was fantastic on Saturday, leading the line, Nico Jackson.
Who are you talking about?
Your best mate. I know your phone was lighting up.
Yeah,
what a performance, though.
No, what a performance. Listen, it's amazing to know that we're doing something good here. You know what I mean? We are here to help, basically help the team, help the players. We're not here to put anyone down or criticize the players, to put them down.
So you're not just doing it for headlines, John?
No, exactly. No. No, definitely no. We're here to help the team. We're here to help the players. And if the players are watching and listening to this and taking what we say on board, what I say on board, and trying to improve, that's exactly what I want. I want the best for the team. I'm sure the players also, they want the best for Chelsea Football Club.
Of course.
Nicolas Jackson wants the best for Chelsea Football Club. And I've said that time and time again. There is a player there. There is an absolutely fantastic player there. And it's amazing to see that he's taking what I'm saying on board to improve. And my God, the way he scored the 2 goals is absolutely fantastic. The way he finished the first goal and the second goal as well just showed that there's somebody trying to improve in scoring goals. And that's exactly what we talked about. And to see that he's doing that and trying to improve, I know, after 4 minutes, people are saying, Mikel, you've created an absolute monster here of a striker. And that's what and that's what I want. The guy is scoring goals, he's doing well, we're winning games.
Yeah,
and he's performing well.
You don't care about being on his Christmas card list, John. Ultimately, you're a Chelsea fan through and through, and that's one thing I've taken away from this.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been critical of you, telling you to shut up, John, and all of this stuff. But ultimately, and I know you now very well, you're a Chelsea man through and through. Ultimately, you just want the best for the football club.
Exactly.
You want that football club to be successful.
Exactly. I want the football club to be, and I'm sure Nicolas Jackson the same wants, obviously, he plays for the club, so he wants to do the best for the football club. And we have to try to improve. And that's exactly what he's doing right now. He's showing everybody that he can improve. And, everybody's, all the fans, everybody's, my social media is blowing up. When he scored the first goal after 4 minutes, I looked at my phone kept going, I'm like, oh yeah, it's happening. But listen, I'm happy for Nicolas Jackson. He's scoring goals. He's playing well. Not just scoring goals, his link-up play, which we've talked about as well, which we've said is absolutely fantastic. The shift he puts for the club, for the team. His link-up play, I think, with Cole Palmer is absolutely fantastic. And you can see that. He's not just a striker. He's a striker that's trying to link-up play, like a kind of a false 9 kind of a striker. Link-up play with Cole Palmer, with Madueke, with Jadon Sancho, which is absolutely fantastic. And it's so nice to see him doing so well. Listen, we've talked about it, bringing a striker in it's not to absolutely say, Nicolas Jackson, you're not playing anymore. No, it's just to help him.
Yeah.
And now it's so nice to see that the manager trusts him, and he's always trusted him from the start of the season. He said, listen, you are my number 9. And I trust you. And now he's paying out. Everything is paying out.
I think the other thing that you and I spoke about off the podcast before coming on, it was the fact that with the criticism that he's received, not just from you, John, there's been a lot of people that have said, is he cut out to be Chelsea's number 9? It's his response to all of that. Yeah. That tells me there is a mentally strong man there that he's like, okay, I can take it, but I sure as hell can give it back. And I'm going to give it back by performing well, scoring goals. He got his assist at the weekend as well. That is, to me...
He's keeping me quiet.
He's keeping you. That's what he's doing. He's shutting you up.
He's shutting me up.
But he's shutting up all of his critics. Everybody. And he's proving, hey, listen, okay, his finishing could improve. Every striker looks to, improve that area of his game. But what he is showing is, mentally, I'm capable of playing for this football club.
No, exactly. And listen, I came out and I said what I said, which is, I think everybody was trying to say, but nobody could say it. But I came out and I said it. And he's shutting everybody up.
Yeah, fair.
Not just me, everybody else.
This podcast.
Exactly. So, listen, credit to him, credit to Nicolas Jackson. He's doing really well. And like you said, mentally as well, to accept the criticism and then do something about it. Like you said, some people, some players, some kids might listen to that and just get into their shelf and just fold straight away and like, you know what, fuck this, I'm not doing this. But he's taking it on board. And he's doing something about it. He's improving, he's scoring goals, he's playing well, his link-up plays much, much better. And, credit to him, to take that on board and trying to improve and get better is absolutely amazing. And the more he keeps doing this, like I said, the team keeps winning and he's playing well, he's scoring goals. That's all we need, that's all we need. And, just shut people up. Take the criticism, do something about it, improve, get better, score goals, and just make sure he's the man right now. He won the man of the match, and I just love that he's giving it back to everybody. He's giving it back to everybody, not just me. He's giving it back to everybody. Okay, I can't. You guys are saying I can't score goals, I can't finish, but look at me, scoring, 2 goals. And just, absolutely fantastic. Listen, I'm happy for the lad. And, we can talk about Nicolas Jackson as much as we want. But at the end of the day, the numbers is there. He's doing really well.
Absolutely. You've often talked about spine of a team. The spine of your team is what you need to get absolutely spot on if you're going to be successful. Yeah. Levi Colwill. No doubt in my mind, future Chelsea captain, may even go on to captain England one day. I've rated him a long time.
Yeah.
Moisés Caicedo, best game of Chelsea shirt. Yeah. That's the Moisés Caicedo that Chelsea spent all that money on. Yeah. It was everywhere, all action.
It was everywhere, yeah, exactly. No, we've talked about Moisés Caicedo and how much we thought, of course, he didn't start he didn't start his Chelsea career really well. And, there was, when few games into his Chelsea career, there was lots of mistakes and everyone was thinking, why did we pay so much money for this guy? And now we can see the performances, those performances that he was performing at Brighton and stuff like that. So absolutely fantastic player everywhere on Saturday, not just breaking up play, trying to link up play as well, the passing, everything. Now you can feel this is the Moisés Caicedo that we all know,
Love him.
And also when you watch him, when you look at him right now, you can see that, there's a bit of confidence there. There's a bit of, okay, now I'm playing for Chelsea Football Club. This is my team. And, with the performances, with the way he behaves on the pitch, there is no sort of
ego.
Exactly. He's absolutely fantastic. I watch him, he was everywhere. It's a bit like a Kante kind of performance. No credit to Moise and also for the manager to give him such confidence and to make sure that he believes in him. And now, he's paying off with the performances. And this is the guy that I think will eventually go on to probably captain the team.
So. Yeah, he's brilliant.
Yeah. And obviously
he's selfless. That's the thing about him. He's selfless for the team, John. And again, I know it's only early stages of the Enzo Maresca era, but you and I, again, discussing this, you look at what Chelsea are doing now, the little bits and pieces. Yeah. He's building something.
Yeah, he's building something. We can see that right now. Everything, the system, the way he wants the team to play, his philosophy, everything is now coming true. You know what I mean? Everything, it takes a bit of time, but we can see now everything is coming true. And it's also refreshing to see that we can go toe-to-toe with these big teams. I know West Ham, they're not. But if we can go toe-to-toe with the big teams and not get swept aside, that is absolutely fantastic. And the team that we have right now, not just the starting 11, everybody that comes up from the bench, there's a lot of quality. There's a lot of quality in the team. So players that are coming off from the bench, it's not like the team, the performance of the team is going to go down. Like, improves the team. And that's exactly what we wanted. We wanted players who were going to come into the football team and improve the team. And now we can start to see that. And Maresca is doing an absolutely fantastic job. The way we're playing, the way we keep possession of the ball, with the ball, off the ball.
Yeah.
Everything is just
clicking.
And it is so amazing to watch the team right now. It's so refreshing when, as a Chelsea fan, when you sit down and watch us play right now, it's so refreshing. And, I just want to tune in and watch us play week in, week out because of the way we play. There is an identity of the way we want to play. And that's something we've lacked for so many years.
Yeah, I agree with that. Chelsea 3, West Ham 0 then at the London Stadium. A really good weekend for you Chelsea fans. I guess the other game that every man and their dog was tuning into. City against Arsenal, John. So many questions about this. Top of the table clash. The master against the apprentice. Pep against Mikel Arteta. 2-2 it finished. A couple of big talking points from it, though.
Yeah.
Arsenal's equalising goal.
Oh.
Kyle Walker, I have sympathy. Not many people do have sympathy for Man City. I did on this occasion. Kyle Walker, Michael Oliver calls him over to have a little word with him.
Yeah.
He allows then Arsenal to take the quick free kick with Kyle Walker out of position.
Yeah.
The rest is history. Calafiori, incredible finish, Arsenal level. You would be fucking raging, pardon my French, if you were on that Man City side. Kyle Walker dragged out of position by the referee and then not given the time to get back in position.
Yeah.
Scandalous.
You can even see once the pass was played, you can see Kyle going, it's like, what are you doing? You've just let me come out of my position and now you've let play go on. It's absolutely
poor that.
Poor from the referee. Michael Oliver.
Good referee.
Good referee, but to make such a mistake in such a big game, it's absolutely unbelievable. But I think that shouldn't happen. If you call a player out of his position and to talk to him, you didn't even book him. You just to talk to him. And then you let play go straight away, a quick play. And he's out of position and he's like, oh, what are you doing? You've just called me out. And everybody can see that. It's just an absolutely stupid mistake to make from Michael Oliver. I just thought it's poor and it's cost City the goal. It's cost City. Yeah, exactly.
Can you imagine?
It changes the game. And Pep was fuming. Every right to fume.
If that was that Chelsea team that you played under.
We'll go crazy. We'll go crazy.
JT,
Didier, everybody will be on the fucking referee. Like, what the fuck are you doing? So for me, I can understand the frustration from City. I think it's poor from the referee, and I think that goal shouldn't stand. It shouldn't have. It shouldn't stand because if you get a player out of his position and he's trying to recover when you let the play go very quickly, I think the goal shouldn't stand. It's a poor decision. It's a poor decision. And I think Michael will look back at that and think, that's a fucking blunder from me. And, it cost City the game because it changes the game. It changes the momentum of the game. And in such a big game, you should be precise in your decision. And Michael didn't do that.
Arsenal scored again from a set piece, John. It's now 25 set piece goals Arsenal have scored since the start of last season. 9 more than City, which I just think is a remarkable record.
I know, it's like every corner kick now, their fans go like this, oh, we're getting a goal.
They're already celebrating. You're not wrong. They're already celebrating. His delivery is underrated. They've got all the players at the back post running in, pinning the goalkeeper down, and big Gabriel, if it's not Gabriel, it's Saliba that's going to get you. You've got to give credit where credit's due. They've turned that into a fine art.
They have. Obviously, when you talk about that, I think for Arsenal to depend on that. Listen, give credit when credit is due. They've mastered that. That's something that they will call their bread and butter right now. You know what I mean? And for a big team like Arsenal, scoring goals that way really is that
just
what
another string to their bow again?
Exactly. You take that. You take that as an Arsenal fan. You take that. But, credit to them. They've mastered that. And that's something they do really, really well. They go in, a lot of players in the penalty area, crowded, very, very crowded, trying to pin down the goalkeeper, no space to run out and claim whatever he needs to claim. And then give Gabriel the space to run at the ball and, to get a jump. So for me, Arsenal have done that. They're doing that really well. And, they've scored back-to-back with that. Gabriel, it's working for them.
What does José, what does Carlo do? That big Chelsea side, I mean, you guys were physical. You boys could play, but you were a big team.
Yeah.
How do you stop Arsenal? Because you were saying you guys used to man mark, right?
Yeah, we used to man mark.
Take responsibility.
Responsibility, yeah. And that's why I'm not a big fan of zonal. We were never a big fan of zonal, especially JT. JT was never a big fan of zonal. I think when a manager comes in, he speaks to the players, he said, what are you guys comfortable with? And we've always said we're comfortable with man marking because it gives you responsibility. Because then when the corner kick is coming in, you need to know where your man is. You need to be responsible, and that's something we did. Because for us, zonal marking didn't work because then you standing there thinking
he'll get it.
Yeah, exactly, he'll get it, or I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
And then when you concede a goal, you're thinking it's not my fault because I'm just standing there thinking, where's the ball? But if you're man marking, it's your responsibility. If your man gets
a run
at you and scores a goal, it's your responsibility. And Jose Mourinho was very, very strict with that. If your man scores, that sometimes gets you out of the team. He was so strict with it. You can't let your man get a run at you and score a goal. And we sort of built that over the years, knowing that you can't, in a corner, you can't let your man get a run at you and score a goal. The responsibility needs to be there. You need to take responsibility. You need to be responsible of your man.
Yeah.
And that's why we're not a big fan of zonal.
Did you work? I mean, listen, Arsenal have not turned into an incredible set-piece team overnight. They're obviously working on this day in, day out.
Day in, day out.
On the training ground. Yeah. Did you boys do that? Was that a big part of your makeup?
Not so much because we didn't really rely on scoring goals through corner kicks, but we practice a day before the game. Defensively, offensively, we do practice, but not to do it, every day because we didn't depend on that. And again, I have to say that as much as Arsenal I'm not going to say depend on scoring.
They've just made it an incredible weapon.
Yeah, exactly. Incredible weapon. And credit to the team, credit to Gabriel, he's scoring goals from that. But a team like Arsenal, a big team, a big team like Arsenal, come on. You can't depend on just corner kicks. You need to be able to create chances, score goals. But again, like we said, Martin Odegaard not being in the team has taken so much creativity out of the team. You can see in the past 2 games, Arsenal hasn't played well at all.
No.
The creativity of the team has gone out because he's the guy that makes everything tick. He's the guy that creates lots of chances for the team. His link-up play with Saka is absolutely fantastic, and that hasn't been there for the past 2 games. So they are lacking so much creativity, and now they find a different way of winning games, of scoring goals, which is through corner kicks.
Interestingly enough, and I know, listen, they played the whole of the second half with 10 men. Leandro Trossard sent off. Stupid. How pissed off would you be as a teammate?
Yeah, exactly.
Booting the ball away.
Exactly. Not saying that as well. Your teammate got sent off a week after that.
Yeah,
Declan Rice got sent off.
That's right.
Same thing. Why will you go and do the same stupid, it's just stupid. And for Mikel Arteta, he's going to be fuming, getting 2 players sent off in back-to-back in a very, very stupid situation is, it's not worth it. He's going to be fuming. They need to learn from that. They need to learn from that because once the whistle is blown, you can't kick the ball. It's there. It was there before the season started. Everybody got the rules, the regulations that you can't do that. So why do that? Why do that?
Twice,
right. Exactly.
I know you're not having this stat. You don't believe me when I told you this. Kai Havertz played the whole 90 minutes.
I can't believe that.
you know this. I'm gonna tell you anyway. Whole 90 minutes.
I can't believe that.
I need to watch the game back to make sure this is correct.
I need to watch the game back as well to see that.
He did not complete a single pass.
No, that's not possible.
90 minutes.
That's not possible.
I will watch the game back. I've had it under good authority that is
factually
correct. That's 0 passes in 90 minutes. He did not complete a single pass. which is bonkers.
That's
to
bonkers.
Me. It really is. First time
the whole 90 minutes.
The whole 90 minutes that he played. He was on the pitch the whole game.
The whole game.
The whole game. He did not complete a single pass. I know you're making me
no. I don't believe that.
We'll fact check it. I've under good authority.
Me.
Didn't complete a single
the whole
pass.
Game.
Yeah, that's how much Arsenal, certainly in the second half, were up against it. I mean, it was defence versus attack. It's the games that you used to play.
Yeah.
5 of yous with the six attackers and try and keep the ball at the back of the net. The second half was absolutely mental. I've got to get your thoughts as well, John.
No, but that's not possible. That's not possible.
Right.
To go the whole game without passing the ball to your teammate.
Yeah, Kai Havertz, who's playing, obviously he played as the main man, and then he came in and played midfield. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let me ask you this.
I just can't pull my head around that. I just can't pull my head around it.
First time I think in
because you can just literally pass the ball to your teammate.
He didn't do it. He didn't take kickoff, so he didn't get his completed pass then. And I watched the game start to finish. I genuinely do not remember Kai Havertz even touching the ball, let alone completing a pass.
Oh my God, that's some standard. I mean, if that's happened,
it's bonkers.
That's bonkers. That's
and
bonkers.
They get a 2-2 draw.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Because I know how easy it is to pass the ball to teammate.
That's one thing you could do well, John. Left and right, 5 yards.
Just pass it left, right, and centre.
I've got to ask, dark arts, because a lot of people are accusing Arsenal now of being the masters of it. You know, going down, feigning injury, claiming cramp, anything to slow the game down, upset the City rhythm. You know where I'm going with this question, John? Chelsea were the old masters of this.
Yeah, we were.
Is that JT saying, lads, is that you boys being professional, or does that come from José? Does that come from the manager to say, boys, I want you to do this, I want you to do that?
I think most of those daily kind of trick we learned from José, didn't we? We learned that kind of daily tricks from José.
José, if you're leading,
if we're leading, we need to slow the game down. We need to take the pace, the stink out of the game. We need to make sure that fouls, we commit fouls, we lay down on the ground, and just anything to win the game. Just anything to slow the game down once we're leading. If we're up in the game and we delay tactics, we want to delay the game. We want to delay just to slow the game. We were master at it. Jose would tell you to lie down and just go down and stay down. But yeah, I mean, it's something that we mastered and we got really, really good at it. We got really, really good at it. And we know exactly when we're leading, when we're,
up against it.
When we're up against it, it's not going our way. We're under pressure, cramp, whatever it is, sometimes players just go down for no reason. You can get a player one of your teammates to give you one and then you're down. It's just tactics that we created and we got very, very good at it by winning games.
Part of the game, John.
It's part of the game. You can't blame Arsenal. They went in there, they were up against a very, very good City team. They were up against a very, very good City team and down to 10 men. Why not? Why not do it? Why not take the stink out of the game? Why not lie down, create delay tactics and just waste time? And they did that all throughout the game. And fair play to them. They come away with a draw. They come away with a point. And, you look back at that game yesterday thinking, who does the draw a favor? I think when you look back at it, Arsenal.
You think?
I think so. I think Arsenal, if they draw,
but having led and been that close,
they were very close. But if they've lost that game yesterday, they would have been what?
5 points.
5 points behind City. And you don't right now. I know it's too early, but you don't want to give City 5 points. You don't want City 5 points ahead of you. And if you want to be title contenders, you don't want to be 5 points behind City because they can run away with it. They can go unbeaten. You know what I mean? They're that good. And for Arsenal to come away yesterday with 1 point, I think with the whole thing, the delay tactics, the way they slow the game down, I think you can see Mikel Arteta on the touchline trying to get the team to do exactly what he wanted, to slow the game down, to fall down, to create so many. I mean, it was a chaos yesterday. And the good thing that I saw yesterday is that now we can see there's a massive, massive bad blood between the two teams.
Yeah, there is.
There is a bad blood between the two teams. Rivalry.
I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I must admit, I do give them a begrudging respect. There's a bit of nastiness now in them. Yeah. Saliba, Gabriel.
If you want to be champions, you need to have that. You need to have that. And that's something we had. There's, a bit of a nastiness, players, doing everything to win. You have to do everything to win. It's part of the game. It's part of the game. So, you have to do everything in your powers to win. Whether it's dirty, whether it's clean, you have to do everything to win.
Speaking like a true Jose Mourinho disciple here, John. Very quickly, and I'm getting nerdy with this question. See the fouling, the aspect where you break up the play, you foul. You break up the play, you foul. Are you players aware? Right, John's done one for the team. Yeah. It's now Michael Essie's
next
turn.
person to do it, exactly.
JT's turn.
Frank
Lampard. Are you guys aware in the game?
Of course we were.
Because you don't want to pick up
Exactly, you don't want to pick up yellows. So if somebody else does it, it's next person's turn to do it. So these are everything that you have to be switched on to know, okay, who's committed a foul? Next foul, I have to commit the next foul. I have to make sure that the man doesn't run past me. Whatever it is, foul him, drag him, whatever you have to do, you have to make sure you foul the man. And if you get a yellow card, you know now you've been booked, so the next person does it. So it's something that we were all switched on at. And if you don't do that, JT will tell you, fucking hell, John Boy, why didn't you foul him? You know, get him down, him down, because
break it up,
break the game, and that's we were master at it. We got very, very good at it. But listen, you have to win games. You have to find a way to win games. And right now, Arsenal are doing that. The nastiness, the dirtiness that I see from Gabriel, from Saliba, from Partey, and everybody, Kai Havertz, it's a champion's mentality. I can see they're not champions yet, but I can see they're building a champion's mentality. Of course, who's Mikel Arteta's learned that from who? Pep Guardiola.
Yeah.
And everything is picked up is from Pep.
You're right.
So I don't think Pep should be complaining way too much, because this is something.
You're right, John.
Exactly. This is something that the Mikel Arteta's learned from Manchester City, and he's learned from the best. And now I don't think Pep should be complaining about it.
Very quickly, Erling Haaland, 100 goals in 105 games, equals the record Cristiano Ronaldo at Real Madrid. Quickest players in history to reach 100 goals for a club. I'm sure you saw it. Goal goes in, John Stones, 97th minute winner. Haaland grabs the ball. I'm laughing. I don't know why I am. And then he throws it off the back of Gabriel's head. A little message, because again, to your point, there's bad blood there. There's a rivalry now.
There is a rivalry bubbling up, and it's amazing to see. And I think
for us.
It's great for us, for the fans. And also for the players, because right now, I don't think City will want to see Arsenal win the league. And I don't think Arsenal will want City to do it 5 times in a row. So it's absolutely fantastic for us, the fans, to see this great rivalry bubbling up. And for the teams, it's great to see this. It's great to see that, football is coming back. There's rivalry, there's people, getting stuck in. The players want this. You don't want to watch a football team whereby, you're coming up the tunnel and everyone is hugging you're hugging each other, and it's just so nice.
Yeah.
We want to see a bit of that, Patrick Vieira, Roy Keane kind of stuff. You're coming up the tunnel and there's the bad blood. We want to watch this. We want to see what's going to happen. And that's something that's bubbling up now between City and Arsenal. It's great for the fans. It's great for us watching the game. And absolutely fantastic games.
I'm with you. Yeah, and it was interesting. There was a little hug between Pep and Mikel Arteta. I don't know what Pep said, but there was a little wry smile from Mikel.
Little thing,
it was Mikel saying, you lucky bugger.
Yeah,
he got away with that.
He got away with that. I think for Mikel Arteta, he wants to be the guy that brings down City, because he knows the football club. He knows the players. He knows the club. And he wants to be the guy, I've dethroned you. Now, now is my time. Now is Arsenal time. And, I don't think he's going to rest until he does that. That's why every year he keeps building the team. He keeps getting players in. He keeps getting quality players into the football club. And now they're improving. They're challenging City. And also for Pep Guardiola, he needs to know that, fuck me, I've got a challenge. A challenge here. Yeah. I'm not going to be sitting pretty comfortable right now. I need to also improve the team and make sure that City keeps winning. And this rivalry it's amazing for everybody to see. It's amazing for the fans. It's amazing for the clubs. And it can only get better. It can only get better. I can't wait to watch again Arsenal come up against City, because the next time they come up against each other, it's absolutely going to be fucking amazing.
It will be. Final 2 questions from what you've seen. And I don't want to be accused of reactionary, right?
Yeah.
Because too many podcasts and that do that. But we said at the start of the season, you were pretty confident that Chelsea would get top 4 from what you saw. That I think I'm now with you. I'm drinking from the Chelsea Kool-Aid. Chelsea to finish top 4?
Yes.
City and Arsenal to win the title. You said City, I said Arsenal.
City, yeah.
You sticking with what you saw?
I'm sticking with City. I think City have enough to go 5 in a row. But of course, now Rodri is injured. Kevin De Bruyne is injured. I think that's something that, we have to look at it and think, how does that play out? How long is Rodri going to be out for? Because we all know how important Rodri is to the City side, how important he is. And to see him go down yesterday and come off the pitch, I saw he was in so much pain, and we don't know how long he's going to be out for. But if he's out for a very, very long time,
it's massive.
That's massive. Yeah. But again, they played the first few games, without Rodri, and they won all of them. So again, maybe Pep has found a way to win without Rodri, which is good, but we still can't discount how important Rodri is to the City side. And when you don't have Rodri and you don't have Kevin De Bruyne, that's two massive players you're missing.
It's going to be fascinating.
Exactly. But I'm still sticking with City to win the league. And of course, for Chelsea, top 4.
Yeah.
If we can get into top 4, that's absolutely fantastic. I know winning the league we're still far off, but getting to the top 4, I'll take that all day.
Given the fact that your criticism of Nico Jackson has led to a spike in his form.
I've created a monster.
You've created a monster. Yeah. I need you to start slagging off Man United players, John, in order for them to pick up the performance.
I'll have to ask you though, what do you make of Manchester United's performance in the weekend?
This is the thing, John. I thought we were actually very, very good. We just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. I thought we moved it through the lines better.
The first 60 minutes, you were good, yeah.
And then Palace, they had a big chance. Eze had the big chance. The substitutions actually went against us. I thought Ahmad went off.
Bruno Fernandes on the pitch, he was absolutely rubbish the whole game.
He gave the ball
not
away.
Because he's the captain. You can't leave him on the pitch. Not because he's the captain, you leave him on the pitch. He was absolutely, I know, he's one of the best. Yeah. I know he's one of the best players, but when he's not performing on the day, even when you're making substitution, you can't take out your creative players and leave Bruno on the pitch, because I thought he was poor on the day. He gave the ball away so many times. I thought Erik ten Hag should have taken him off, but he didn't. And again, it comes down to managers making the right decisions and being bold enough to make the right decisions. And he didn't do that. He didn't do that. And leaving Bruno on for the whole game was absolutely ridiculous.
I don't disagree with it. I saw, though, a step forward. Obviously, clean sheet at Southampton, clean sheet against Barnsley, clean sheet against Crystal Palace. That's the good news, John. And the other good news, we're only 6 points off the top as well. With City drawing.
Yeah, but that's something we've done as well, Chelsea. Back-to-back clean sheet, which is absolutely fantastic. Huge. It's huge for us. And again, I talked about winning the game against Bournemouth, because we went out at our best, but we found a way to win the game. And I thought that has given us a lot of confidence. And you can see that when you fight so hard to win a game, it gives you so much confidence. It gives you so much belief. And watching the game on Saturday, I can see the belief in the team. And I'm not saying that came from, definitely all that came from winning the game against Bournemouth, because of how much we fought to win the game. But you can see there's so much togetherness in the team. There's so much belief in the team, knowing that we can go out there and win games. You know what I mean? And that's something that happened on Saturday. But I thought the team played really well. Everybody played really well. Levi Colwill played, of course, we've talked about how well he started, the season. Robert Sanchez as well, fantastic. Back-to-back performances, back-to-back clean sheet, absolutely fantastic. Fofana again played on the right-hand side. I thought he was really, really good as well. And Tosin came on, played, played really well. The whole team, Cucurella was, again, his normal self, fantastic. Eddie. Yeah, steady. But the team, everybody, you can see that everybody's clicking. Everything is falling into place. And that's what we want to see, that now there is an identity. We have to continue playing the way we're playing. We have to continue what we're doing. The team, the club is heading in the right direction. And that's what we want to see. And we are heading in the right direction.
You're back on Nico Jackson's Christmas card list as well.
Right. He keeps scoring. We keep winning games. That's what we want to see. At the end of the day, we are all in the same boat. We want to see the team do well. We want to see the club do well.
Listen, talking of Manchester United, Monday is another OB1 podcast made possible by BetWinner. This is hands down the funniest podcast that we've done in all of the interviews that we've done. It's Patrice Evra upcoming on Monday. And whether you're a Man United fan or not, He is box office. He's entertainment 101.
Yeah.
This is a must listen or a must watch, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, fantastic guy, Patrice. No, it's a must watch.
It is.
There's so much
So
in
funny.
there. So funny. And so much insights that, people hasn't heard of, but, we've got it all here.
We do.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The Obi-Wan podcast made possible by BetWinner. Do subscribe. That interview on Monday with Patrice Evra. And there's a wonderful, wicked little tale in there. Taking the Mikel done and dusted. Back with the Obi-Wan podcast made possible by BetWinner. Patrice Evra.
Yeah.
Cannot wait for that. For now, Johnny.
Must watch.
Thank you
Must
so
watch
much.
that.
Catch you soon.
Yeah.